Good morning. Am I walking this morning? I don't know if I told you guys, but my goal is to I'm trying to lose weight. Trying to stay encouraged about walking. I'm not doing too well. I'm having my good and bad days, but today is a good day. So I'm out walking. It's beautiful this morning. It is not too hot because we got a lot of rain last night. So I am going to take a little stroll and come back home, take the dogs out for a walk. I find it's better if I do my walk by myself. That way I can get some of my steps in. Right now, I'm trying to do 6,000 steps Monday through Friday and try to increase that on the weekend. Like I said, this is a new beginning for me. So hopefully I will be able to complete my goal, at least for the first 30 days. And let's see how this goes. It's not a long walk. It's just a walk to get me started back into walking. A while back, I was able to walk at least 10,000 steps, over 10,000 steps a day. Now I have a hard time just getting up, making myself do 6,000 steps. I am currently at almost my heaviest weight. I will post that as far as what my weight is. It's like 224 pounds, and my heaviest was 230 some pounds. So I'm almost back there, which is not good because I do have high blood pressure. My mom did pass away from heart failure last year. And I do know that walking is not the only thing, but it's a start for me. I also need to get control of my diet and get serious about my movement, exercising. So I will give you more of my backstory and more about the reasons for me walking. But right now, this is my start. And I'm just going to walk around my neighborhood. So we will see how that works out. Right? I don't have a lot to talk about. I do know that I need accountability person so I can stay encouraged. And they say encourage yourself, and you have to be able to stay consistent and disciplined. That's where I'm struggling, to be honest with you. Even though I know this is something that I can do on a regular basis. Even though I live in a state where in the wintertime it's very cold, that does not mean that I cannot get up and walk the neighborhood. So, good morning. Like I said, my goal is to lose 80 pounds within a year. So this time next year, I would like to be in shedded. I should say I will be in shedded 80 pounds. If it's the Lord's will for me, and it is His will, and He has given me everything that I need to be able to accomplish this. So we will walk. We will walk. You know, it makes me laugh that right now it does not look very beautiful. It looks just like, I don't know, any inner city. But this is what I will be doing. I haven't even been walking for 10 minutes yet. Oh wow, it's way more than enough water from the rain last night. Just setting. And it looks like it's gonna rain some more. Look at that. Well, I pray that it holds off and allow me to get this walk in and then to be able to walk my doggies. I don't know if I'm ready to show myself on the camera, but I will post pictures of myself. I will show my true size. I will show my weight. And I will try to show what I eat in a day. So right now, what I eat in a day is not very always nutritious or healthy for me, because I need to make sure I'm buying the correct meals, correct things for me to eat. Right now, I'm trying to make sure I get some vegetables in every day. If I go to the store, buy my fruits and berries and have that. But if I don't, I don't. But I do usually have some frozen vegetables at home. So if I can't have fresh, I know I can have frozen vegetables. So that is something I am trying to make sure I do on a regular basis. I do know today my plans is to have some coffee when I get back. And I've been trying not to eat first thing in the morning. Allow my body to wait till later on in the day to eat or eat when I'm hungry. The problem I've been having with that is that I tend to overeat when I do eat, or don't stop eating like I know, to give my stomach time enough to say we are full. So it's a lot of things that I need to work on to figure out myself and what it is I am doing to sabotage self. Here's my little path I go over every morning, which I love. I love this. It rained, so it's some water in the creek. The water is moving, as you can hear. So the grass is wet, so my shoes are gonna be good and wet. But I think most of my struggles with my weight is more so me than anything else. And me doing the work on myself, and me trying, not even trying, me actually holding myself accountable. Me actually holding myself accountable, because I have a choice in this. And I have to be stronger than my will to eat, because my will to live should be the strongest thing that I'm fighting. And right now, I say I want to live a good old ripe age, but what I'm saying is not matching up with what I'm doing. So I do know if what God's will is, will be done. But I do also believe He gave me this temple and this vessel, and He told me to take care of it. You know, that my body was a temple. Now, I've always justified my eating because I don't drink, I don't do drugs. So my thing was I could eat. You know, there's nothing wrong with eating, and it's not nothing wrong with eating. The problem is overeating, or eating things, too many of the things that you know are not healthy for yourself. In my case, it would be chips and sugar and the carbs. You know, I love good bread. I don't even gotta be good bread. I love bread, pastas, cheese, all the things at my good old ripe age I need to be giving up. But yet, I am holding on. Holding on. So, right now we're coming down 14th Street, and I live close by. And this is what I see once I go on the other side of where I live, of the apartments. And this is why I laugh, because it's really green and scenery. I love the scenery. It's beautiful to me. Only thing I wish is that we had sidewalks to walk on, but we don't. And that's not an excuse for me not to walk, because this is something I can do first thing in the morning before starting work. So we will walk. And I have learned, just talking, even though I don't go to the gym, there is enough things on YouTube that I can find to help me with my movement. So, and I have learned enough things over the years to assist me with my movement. If it's just the basics, you know, a good old squat, a good setup, good push-up, you know, some jumping jacks. Those are basics. High knees, lunges, and I can do and don't need a gym. On the days I don't feel like walking, I can't convince myself to get outside, then those are the things I would need to be doing in the house to make sure I am still moving for at least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes. My walks, I laugh because I don't think it's there at 30 minutes yet, because this little walk I do now, it's probably about 20 some minutes, maybe right at 30 minutes. I don't know, but I think it's probably 20 some minutes. And then when I get the doggies and walk with them, and don't get me wrong, I am breathing hard because I do try to walk at a pace, not just strolling. So, but the important part is that I move. So every morning when I walk, I will remember, or try to remember, to turn on my camera, my video, and record myself, because I need to do better for me, and this is for me. I will be 60 this year. I know I keep saying that, but I need to get this body back used to movement and being okay with movement, being okay with me doing better for myself, because this is one way that this can be self-care for Sylvia. I got a lot to work on, not just my weight, but also my finances. But this right here is a start. You know, like I said, this is a start. So they told me to pick something and start with it. So this is what I selected. Walking. I am writing down my spending and tracking that also, so I can get that under control. Look like the sun is trying to peek his head through. But even when I don't want to, just do it. You know, that's stuck in my head. I cannot remember the author's name or her say it, but it makes sense to me because I am guilty of talking myself out of most things. But if I just do something, it's better than not doing anything. So this is my something for myself today. This is my something. But I'm getting tired right now. Breathing hard. Still trying. I'm almost home though. So that is a blessing within itself. That I'm almost home. So the first walk is over. I will go inside, get the doggies ready, and come back out and take them on a little short walk and go from there. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I count all my blessings and I'm thankful for all my blessings. I'm grateful. I do need to come out and do some yard work. More yard work than I want to do. I need to cut back some of this overgrowth and get it cleaned up. I think it's better to do it once grass dies. But once not the grass, but once the greenery is dying. But I will keep you posted on that. That is for another time that we will be able to discuss my yard.